Welcome to 2021, everyone. This is our February update, and I'm just so excited to be with you all today. We've got a lot of stuff to update you on. We've got a lot of exciting things going on here at Classical Conversations as well, and so excited to just bring you this update and want to make sure we got time for everyone to get here. I do want to start off in the Bible. In John chapter 14. In February, I don't know about you guys, but it's an easy month to get down in. We've had rain, it seems like every day, and 34-degree weather here in North Carolina, so we don't get any snow, but it's been pretty miserable, and the school year gets dragging on, and all the kids are inside anxious to get out, so it's an easy time to get down. I just want to share some encouragement with you all today. From John chapter 14. Let your heart not be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may also be. And where I go, you know, and the way you know. Thomas said to him, Lord, we do not know where you are going, and how can we know the way? Jesus said to him, no one comes to the Father except through me. If you had known me, you would have known my Father also, and from now on you know him and have seen him. Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, it is sufficient for us. Jesus said to him, I have been with you so long, and yet you have not known me, Philip? He who has seen me has seen the Father, so how can you say, show us the Father? Do you not believe that I am the Father and the Father in me? The words that I speak to you, I do not speak on my own authority, but the Father who dwells in me does the works. Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father in me, or else believe me for the sake of the works themselves. Most assuredly I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will do also, and greater works than these he will do, because I go to my Father. And whatever you ask in my name, that I will do, that the Father may also be glorified in the Son. If you ask anything in my name, I will do it. If you love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he will give you another helper, and that he may abide with you forever, the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because neither him nor knows him, but you know him, and he dwells with you and will be in you. I will not leave you orphans, I will come to you. That's verse 18. And I just thought that was real encouraging to me when I was reading it today, because it just reminds us of the truth that the Lord is coming back for us. He's not abandoning us here on earth as orphans, but he's gone to prepare a place for us in heaven to be with him and his Father. And so I just encourage you all in the month of February that just do something nice for those other homeschoolers in your community. Maybe make them a card or a dessert or something to show them that you care about them and are thinking of them, because just this time of year it's easy for all of us to get down and just get a little stuck in the mud. Of course, we're all waiting on Easter and spring, and that's a time of joy and excitement. But right now, just want to be an encouragement to all of you all. I also wanted to share a story with you today as well. This is from a homeschooling mom. I was all over the place for my first 6 years of homeschooling without an educational philosophy that made sense to me and that I believed I could accomplish. About 1 hour into the first information meeting I went to, the heavens parted and angels sung, and I was blown away. This is what I've been looking for, an educational philosophy I believe in and a roadmap to do it through high school. I was all in for that moment on. I no longer woke up in the middle of the night in a panic that I was missing something or doing something incorrectly. Literally. I was surrounded by parents who had a desire to educate excellently. They helped me be my best. I had a roadmap. I was no longer spending energy trying to find a curriculum and support group that would work. My energy was now focused on growing as a classical learner alongside my kids. What a great testimony that is. And definitely encourage all of you. We have information meetings going on all across the country and online right now. Invite your friends to go to them. If you love Classical Conversations, it's made a difference in your life, but you maybe don't know how to talk about the educational philosophy or unsure, just tell your director or your local SR that you have a friend that might be interested. or just let them know about an upcoming event that we have and invite them to it. It's super simple to do, and you can change their life just like this lady's life was changed. I also want to encourage you all, now is the time to sign up for homeschool testing services for your end of grade testing. That's homeschooltestingservices.com. You know, when I was growing up, starting in high school, I started taking the SAT every single year, just so that I'd have those skills of taking that test. So when I went to college and took that test, you know, more seriously when I was older, that I wouldn't be nervous, that I would be calm and collected. And test taking is really a skill. And as homeschoolers, we know that it's important to assess ourselves in a variety of ways. And the homeschool testing service, you can do it online or at the convenience of your home. And it's a great way to just make sure that you're accomplishing things that you're accomplishing, maybe shine lights on some blind spots that you might want to focus on this summer. And so it's not about teaching to the test here at Classical Conversations, but it is wise to, you know, occasionally, you know, once a year, once every couple years, to just see where your student is. And so we have a service that we partner with HSLDA on called homeschoooltestingservices.com, and it'll be a convenient way for you to do that this year. So make sure you guys go check that out. We've also got a really exciting first time ever Classical Conversations National Conference right here in Pinehurst or Southern Pines, North Carolina. At the end of April, we're also going to be having graduation ceremony for those who've graduated in the last couple years who want to attend, as well as the National Memory Master Competition. And so you'll get to hear from great speakers like our founder, Lee Bortons, our Chief Academic Officer, Heather Shirley, Jennifer Courtney, Mark Hayes, Lisa Bailey, who does the practicum videos, and many more people, as well as a time for Lee to talk to some recent graduates as well and just hear from them and their testimony. So it's going to be a great time. You know, bring the family if you want. We'll have activities for the kids you can sign them up for, or maybe just get some of your best girlfriends together and have a girls' weekend here in Southern Pines. It's going to be beautiful. It's a great time of year to visit, and come see us at the home office. So make sure you register today. We have very limited tickets since this is our first national conference, and we want to make sure we get it done right. So you make sure that you're here for this great event. I also want to make sure that you guys are aware that we are now growing again. So we are looking for directors to lead communities in your area this upcoming year. We believe that the Lord has given a great harvest to the homeschoolers. There's parents realizing what their students are or aren't learning in other school systems and wanting to take control of their child's education. But we've got more demand than we have directors. So please consider directing. It's a great way to give back to your community and make an impact on other people's lives. Just think about your director and the impact that they've had on your life. Don't you want to have that same testimony for somebody else? We've also going to be opening up the parent practicums again soon. The practicums, as you may have heard, are changing to a more family-friendly format that are going to be a series of one-day events that should be able to fit your schedule more effectively, maybe help you bring, you know, your dad or a friend, and just it makes it so much easier, and we're just still going to get that great content and that great conversation. So we're super excited about our new practicum format, and look for registration emails happening soon. I also want you guys to know about our 5th edition Essentials. I'm super excited about this product as well. You guys saw the video before this. It's going to be much simpler, much easier to understand for families. You may not know, but when I started back at Classical Conversations when I was 26 years old and came and worked for my mom, I actually spent my first year in a foundations and an essentials class. And unfortunately, I was in South Carolina in Irmo in a class community down there, great community. But my mom was up here, so she wasn't able to help me. And so I had to figure out that essentials notebook all by myself. And I can tell you, I really wish that I had this new one that's coming out. So it's going to be much better for us as homeschool educators, and much more easy for the kids to understand as well. So super excited about the 5th edition Essentials Guide. We also are hiring. So we know that we're in a pandemic and know a lot of people lost their jobs this past year, but here at Classical Conversations, the Lord's really blessed us. So you can go to cchomeoffice.com. We have about 7 positions open right now. Some of them are local to, within an hour drive of Southern Pines, and some of them you can work from anywhere. So make sure you check out cchomeoffice.com and go to the jobs tab and see if you or someone you know might be great for one of these positions. We also, along with the new parent practicum formation, we're doing our 2nd year of the Explorers Camp. And so we've taken the feedback that you guys gave us from the first year that we had. We're tightening it up, increasing the production quality, making it a little bit more segmented by age, and just making it a much more fun product. I mean, a lot of people, great feedback last year, families having fun together in the middle of the pandemic. But so we've decided to offer it again and just make those improvements like we like to make every year as well. We've also want to make sure that you guys stay tuned, because we're going to have some more big announcements later this summer that we're super excited about, that are definitely going to benefit directors in the near future. So just keep out your eye for that. And I also just want to make sure that you guys are trying to find us on our alternative media. So we're looking at MeWe. We're trying to figure out how to use that. Maybe use Telegram, Gab. We're also starting to stream these on YouTube as well as Facebook. So for those who may be limiting their time or trying not to spend as much time on Facebook right now, you can let your friends know that you can catch these on YouTube today and in the future as well. And so we're just trying to, like every year, just examine our habits and try to make ones that are glorifying to the Lord. I also want to just make sure that everyone knows that Jesus loves you, and that if you don't have a relationship with Him, that we encourage you to find a pastor or a loved one who does today and just talk to him about how Jesus can transform your life like He's transformed mine and transformed the lives of tens of thousands of families in our communities. I want to share one last piece of testimony with you. I wanted the younger of my 8 children to have the community support my older children had through our previous support group. I also needed to streamline my curriculum choices to resolve the decision fatigue I was feeling after 14 years of homeschooling. I really missed having a community of parents encouraging and exhorting one another. I looked my sweetest youngest, who was 4 at the time, and desired to finish her homeschooling journey with the same fever and commitment of excellence as her eldest siblings. CC has been an answer to all those prayers and more. We are blessed with a loving community of like-minded families. I believe the CC model and the materials provide a beautiful, rich education that focuses on what matters most to our family, knowing God and to making Him known. The support and accountability have given me confidence, as well as deepened our commitment to homeschool all our children through high school. I feel freedom to enjoy homeschooling in ways that have been waning in the last couple of years before starting CC. It's thrilling to learn with my children again. So we thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Please make sure you like this button. If you're on YouTube, be sure that you're subscribing. That really just helps us get our word out there more. Make sure that people can find us. Leave a comment below. What is some encouragement that you have found this year as we go forward? What are some encouraging words you can leave for others? Because we all get the February blues, and we're all in this together as a community to get out of those. If you don't have the February blues, awesome. I just know that's a really familiar strain around our family this time of year. And so I just thank you all so much for all you're doing. God bless and have a great day.